Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. Him go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This one not the off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. And in the touchlight every corner, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Nah. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Sure. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. Still them talk say make we off mind. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This one not they off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Maiyegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Maiyegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Poor man picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one. Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one. Maiyegun ti dé o.
Good afternoon, good morning, good evening to you from wherever you are watching from. Yes, this is Maiyegun live.
Lórí YouTube, Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Maiyegun já wa sí. Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun diary. Balẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgbọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu. Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one. Àní Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Àwọn tá à ń rán lọ sí Russia nìyẹn o. Àwọn tá à ń rán lọ sí Ukraine. Those are the people going to Ukraine, possibly to go and help us fight.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
From wherever you are joining from, yes, this is Maiyegun and it is live.
Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọba bá gbé wúrẹ́. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Ìjọ ìgbádìí yẹ. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
day. I'm going to try and sing and release the song. And I know many of you will actually listen to the song, won't you? Yes, so if you have read the caption of the broadcast, you can make your own contribution accordingly. It is midday, almost midday here in the UK, and I bet it's past 1 o'clock here. I mean, it's already known in Nigeria and so many other places, and it is so early in America and South America as well, Canada, everywhere. So I want to say, wherever the day is or time is at your own end there, top of this moment is you. Take your time and read the caption of the broadcast. Read the description as well, and please, make your contribution accordingly. You can comment, you can call in if I open the line. So today is day 3 of Russia invasion of Ukraine. But I want to use this medium, right, just to call for sober reflection among all of us. Nigeria has kicked us on the board. Nigeria has done so terribly bad to the indigenous people in Nigeria, and there has been agitation. There has been agitation upon agitation for the better deal in Nigeria, to the point, I mean, by the indigenous people of Nigeria, and most of it lately are now asking that they should break up Nigeria. However, every time Nigeria government and the criminal or rogue military you have in Nigeria, the police and every one of them, every time they commit any atrocity against any, they do this, en masse. Every time they committed, atrocity against any indigenous group in Nigeria, we all kind of love to scream. United Nations, America, UK, what are you doing? Look at what they are doing to us. And to you, they have been deaf silence, right? Like they didn't know what is happening to you. They do, but they can't do anything. And I'm just learning better now with Ukraine. I will try my best to make you understand my position because, listen, nobody is coming to help anybody. Maybe I should put it that way. You can call on Israel, call on America, call on UK, call on everyone you want to call on, United Nations and the rest of them. Just consider that as a part of the agitation gymnastic. They are not coming. The only way they will come is if they have to give you guns. That is another conversation, by the way. But look at it. Look at Ukraine. Mind you, the same thing happening in Ukraine, has been happening at the back, at your backyard in Igbo land. It's been happening at your backyard in Middle Belt. It's happening. It's already been happening. It's happening already in Yoruba land. Just same thing. Military invasion to cut short people who oppose a system. A bully system. It's sort of bullish system. Long story short, if you are feeling sad for Ukraine somehow, or if you are probably, praising Russia, you are praising Russia, whatever divide you belong to, I am not coming for you, okay? Your position and every other, why you choose that is up to you. But I want to bring you in this scenario now. I want to bring you into the picture of what is happening in your country, Nigeria. Listen to this. This one is in Imo State just a few days ago.
23 February 2022. Ebe na-egosi na ihe abụ ọsọ ito ọkwa dị na uru ọsọ local government Imo State. Ihe a bụ ihe ndị amị na-emesịla ụlọ ndị mmadụ, ihe Nigerian army na-emesịla ụlọ ndị mmadụ. Onye ha bịa ha na-egbusi ndị nwe ụlọ. Ile anya na glaasị eji afụcha mgbe egbe ha gbagasịra glaasị ya. Ha ji egbusicha ndị nwe ụlọ. Ahola. Oh, the number have a castaria. And I'm Havia Imo State or local government. Can't the one to say Kowata to cry? Havia Hana was the Madoko. La Ereposio Omoha. Na a wussy quan de honey wussy. Na a wussy property honey wussy gasega. I am a metal here. Ile kwa anya ị ga-afụsị properties ndị mmadụ ha mebisisi mebisie property ndị mmadụ ke bụ n'Imo State ha bọmbụ ka ha jiri emebisi ụlọ ndị mmadụ Then you have me settle on them with the Cosasia.
Haji bomb.
Property, property, all how was the Sharoko?
Sadly, that's in Imo State. I have some other videos there. Now, let's go to why is this conversation is important. In Ukraine. Ukraine became a country in 1991 after the end of the USSR, the Soviet Union, and the rest of among those countries that emerged from the old USSR, 1991. But when they broke up, right, like you have Nigeria, where people of different kind of culture are merged together in a country, and at some point they said that they were done. They don't want to be part of Ukraine anymore. According to the information out there, yeah, when the USSR was breaking into pieces to what they are today, they all agreed that they are either going to be non-allies with the West, that is going to lead to any kind of establishment of, military post or what have you in any part of old USSR. They said that's part of the deal. Also, they said in these breakaway regions, breakaway countries from USSR, if within other people still feel like they don't want to be part of the country they broke into, they have a choice of calling for a plebiscite. Plebiscite is when you ask people, do you want to continue to be part of Ukraine? And these people, the people of Donetsk and the other one, I can't remember, I don't know how to pronounce the name, right? They did a plebiscite. They did a referendum. In that referendum, they voted to break away from Ukraine. But for the past 8 years, yeah, they have been coming under the shelling, the killing, the internet massacre, they say, of those who they call the agitators by the Ukrainian authority. That is not making headlines with the West, so to say. Okay? Even though, even the West themselves, they know that they can't have a direct confrontation with Russia. Whatever they tell you out there, whatever the media tells you and what have you, they don't want to have a direct confrontation with Russia. Not with Ukraine. I mean, not for Ukraine. So they said Ukraine wanted to join NATO. And once they join, it will lead to the America, Britain, and their allies establishing their own base right there, close to. So long story short, Russia, being the mother of the whole USSR anyway, yeah, decided to side with the breakaway region and give them the recognition they have. But prior to that, before this whole invasion, the impression they gave to us was that if Russia attempts to touch Ukraine, they will see her last, now sanction people who have billions, businesses who have, to weaken Russia. But who are those carrying the guns now? Who are those who are facing the fire? The Ukrainians. Now, these are the people who are close to the Oyinbos that some of you want to report to whenever the criminals in Nigeria commit all the atrocities they are committing, right? So the bottom line is that they are not coming. Nobody is coming. That's what I have figured out. Nobody is coming. Now, we are on our own as Yoruba people because no matter what Nigeria do to us as a people today, you can say that those who claim to be leading or representing us as Yorubas as well, they allowed it. So if you then want to take on Nigeria, you have to take on those who enabled Nigeria to do this to us. And it's not about who is in charge of Nigeria, by the way. I think some of you are beginning to know the myth that it's not about who is in charge of Nigeria. Nigeria is structured, right, to kill our own people. And with these, Ukrainians are about 40 or 44 million, they say, right? Yorubas are about 60 million people. So the Ukrainians have realized they're calling on the West. What are you going to do? Are you going to send troops? Are you going to send this? They can't send troops. Maybe eventually they will have to. eventually. But it is obvious that the destiny of Ukraine is in the hands of the Ukrainians, and they are standing by their leaders who are not bunch of cowards. You know what the West offered? Now that Ukraine is about to go up in flame, yeah? After they have assured them that it's never going to happen, now it is happening. The West is now offering the Ukrainian president that, you know what? You need to leave Ukraine right now. You need to fly down to the West. We need to provide you security. That's what they do. Why Russia continue to bomb strategic places in Ukraine? They are on their own. So are we. We are on our own. So whatever Nigeria is doing to us today, it is because those who come from the indigenous people that make up Nigeria today is because they are culprits. They are part of it. Nigeria government, because the Biafrans are asking for a plebiscite. They are asking for a referendum. For the past 10 years, Nigeria and the government of Nigeria, the military, the police, they have made it a call to duty to hunt down and kill as many as possible and hide them. Not just that, they go into people's homes, civilian homes. They set them ablaze. They shoot civilians right there in Igbo land. It's been happening for the past 10 years. We call it ethnic cleansing. Ethnic cleansing. Cleansing or killings of indigenous people of Nigeria who have the rights, by the way, to ask for a plebiscite. But it seems that when the people of Donetsk wanted to do their plebiscite, first, they got rid of those who are in bed with Ukraine authority and Ukrainian government, because like Ukraine, like Nigeria, okay, Ukraine has different, I think they have about 3 kind of ethnic nationalities, even though majority of them speaks Russian, but traditionally, as you can find, as you can see today, different of these countries, because of their own different culture, ethnicity, and all of that, So what I figured out is that when time came for the people of Donetsk, before they finally got the help, well, they got the help of Russia because they've always been part of Russia. Yorubas have never been part of any kind of arrangement until they forced us to be part of Nigeria. Now, forcing us to be part of Nigeria, they also gave us no chance, no choice to actually decide how we want to be part of that Nigeria through the barriers of gun. Yeah? So if you have anything to make a difference for what they are doing to us, we have to know that, it is those from those ethnic nationalities who are part of that criminal organization called Nigeria. It's because they allowed and enabled them. So when you want to neutralize anything at all, you have to neutralize them first. Some said politically. I don't know how you're going to do that. I just know that if you want to make Nigeria listen and stop all the bloodshed and the bloodbath, the bullying and the rest, you have to neutralize those who are benefiting from it, starting with Tifnumbu. Let me just be straightforward, okay? So if you understand what is going on in Ukraine, what led to where they are today, how it all started and to what it is today, you will realize that except for us demanding that America should come and do it, Britain should come and do it, or the rest of the world, United Nations should come and do it. Today, United Nations is even begging Russia, begging America to please beg Russia and stop Russia with all this. United Nations cannot do anything. You know why? The United Nations, the highest body that will make decision if Russia has done something wrong or not, right? Or who is going to give the approval for other countries to come and defend Ukraine right now. The body that is to do that, Russia is one of them. So they sat yesterday, and guess what? China abstained. Russia vetoed it. No decision is made. Now, that put them in a vantage position. We are not in any vantage position in Africa. Trust me. But you can get to that vantage position if they begin to see the threats that You can scream, we are screaming, we are complaining, we are like lamenting, calling on America, calling on everybody to come and help us. But they know that even right there back in that Nigeria, many of us are enablers, because some of us don't really see the problems of Nigeria. I mean, you never see those you claim to be your brethren, your brothers, your sisters, your leaders, Yorubas, Igbos, Hausas, Fulanis, and every one of them in the position of a decision making in Nigeria, because so many of you don't really see them as the problem. Yes, you know Nigeria has a problem. It's a bigger one, a very big one, right? But you don't agree that it's a collaborative, it's a collective chain of reaction, so to say. And that's exactly why today in Ukraine, we have many Nigerians who are trapped there, right? And the first thing that everyone was saying is that, what would Nigeria do? Or what did Nigeria do? The disappointment is all across. And when you look at those who are making the decision in that government, you're not going to just see an Hausa Fulani. You're going to see a Yoruba man there. You're going to see an Igbo man there, Igbo woman, Yoruba woman, and every other ethnic nationality you can come across. They are part of those who make that decision that affect the generality of all of us. So holding us back, yeah, is us. You can say we are the one holding ourselves back. They offered the Ukrainian president asylum. Can you please leave that country? Yeah? He said, no, we will stay back. We will fight. The celebrities who come, who are Ukrainians, they all came out to say, we are not going anywhere. We are staying back. We are fighting. But where are the Yoruba celebrities? Where are the Yoruba retired major generals? Where are the Yoruba scientists? You know, where are the Yoruba professors and the rest of them? Where are the Igbo professors? Where are the Igbo, think tanks and the rest of them? When you look at them very well, they are in bed with the criminals. And if Nigeria goes up in flame now, they will take the asylum offer sharp, because they don't really love that place. Now, I'm coming back. This is Zelensky.
Всім добрий вечір. Лідер фракції тут. Всім добрий вечір. Лідер фракції тут. Голова Офісу президента тут. Прем'єр-міністр Шмигаль тут. Подоляк тут. Президент тут. Всі ми тут. Наші військові тут. Громадяни суспільства тут. Всі ми тут. Захищаємо нашу незалежність, нашу державу. І так буде й далі. Слава нашим захисникам, слава нашим захисницям. Слава Україні!
Слава!
Good. So that's him there showing other members of his parliament, chief of staff, chief of this or that. We are not going anywhere. This is our country. We will not go anywhere. We will defend our country, even if we have to die in this country. We will not leave. At the same time, the guy is a very smart guy. He's also offering, talking to Russia. Let's negotiate. Let's talk. Okay, fine. Let's have a chat. And he also told the West, when he was talking to them, he said, you have abandoned us. Everyone is bringing up sanction and sanction. Nobody is coming here to fight for Ukraine. But I just want you to know this. This may be the last time you are going to see me alive. He told them before last night, because they have to hold their ground and the rest of that. Now, that is the leader of Ukraine. So at some point, I'm going to go to the part now. Before I come back to, I hope I have made myself clear enough on the part whereby we are not expecting America. You should not expect, Britain or any one of them to come and take us out of the trapped Nigeria. Because that's what it is. Many indigenous people in Nigeria are trapped, and they are not allowed to discuss it. They are not allowed to even have a chat about it, which is so ridiculous, right? Now, in Ukraine, there are Nigerians who are also trapped at the earliest call. So we told them, we said, listen, if you are given an offer to go back to Nigeria, would you go back to Nigeria? But guess what? Many of them are smart enough, okay? They were like, no. Going back to Nigeria is pretty much for the children of the politicians, okay? They believe that this is going to be resolved. It's not going to be a forever thing. But there are options all over there in the neighboring countries with Ukraine, especially Poland. And I have to say this, even though I'm not a friend of all those rogues who call themselves officials of Nigeria, so to say. But take a listen. Since this started, yeah, the first call one of them made to the ambassador in Ukraine, this.
How are you?
I'm fine, sir.
Okay, this ambassador, I saw your missed call.
Okay, I called earlier to ask about if there is any updates for the Nigerians in Ukraine.
No. Just for you to remain calm. Just for you to remain calm and be going about your normal duties. Just to ensure that you don't go outside of your area where you are known. That's the most important thing.
Okay, sir.
Where are you calling from? I come from David. Where are you calling from?
Kiev, sir.
What's your name?
Koi Emirate.
Sorry, what's your name?
Koi.
Koi.
COY, yes, Koi.
Okay, Koi. Okay, Koi. Enjoy your day.
All right,
okay?
Sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, yeah.
Are you currently in the UK? Are you currently in the UK?
With us. You have registered with the embassy.
No, sir.
Please go to our website, Nigeria Embassy Ukraine, and go and follow the link so that you can register.
What's the official website, sir? The URL, sir? What's the URL? The verified URL of the Nigerian embassy?
I'm not a young person. I don't know what is your URL.
Okay, sir. I mean the website name, but I will check.
So, in fairness to him, that's possible. URL. Maybe he's an old man, yeah? He may not actually be familiar with that term, URL, but it's a website. Okay, what's the verified website of the embassy? That didn't come up so well at the end, but other helps came, okay? The Nigerian embassy in Poland, they finally figured out that people could seek asylum in Poland. And I think they could seek asylum in, I don't know how close Belarus is or whatever, but Poland has been responding. And Nigerian embassy in Poland, they have made themselves available, in fairness to them. And they have been so supportive, I've been told. If you're watching me from Ukraine, you can verify that, all right? But there's still so many issues. For example, there is the issue of racism, which people have raised, right? They said everybody should move to the border. Move to the border as soon as you can, okay? Don't stay indoor, like that ambassador said, okay? Don't stay indoor because they are shelling buildings, they are, and if you want to stay indoor, let it be a bunker, somewhere that you will be safe. However, if none of this, find your way to the nearest border, to the border. So when you are living, make sure you live with your identity card that shows that you are a student, especially if you are a student in Ukraine. So all these people took them in, and despite all the wahala, traveling, understanding, you know what I mean? Some of them got to the border, to the border. When they got to the border, a lot happened. They said the first to leave will be children, women, the aged. But then the white men, you get what I mean now? So, but at some point, that issue of white men moving or Ukrainians crossing, that too comes under another kind of a subsection. If you are 18 years old, you can't leave. Between 18 years and 40 years old, if you are Ukrainian, you have to stay. If you are not Ukrainian, you are in Ukraine, you have to stay. Initially, so they started screening people. All the young men who wanted to cross, they couldn't. So that means they have to stay and fight the war. That is unacceptable. And I've been told that has been resolved as well. Okay? It simply means you have to present. Number one, they gave numbers. Oh, I wish I can share that number on my screen. I should have possibly screenshot it and share it right now. Most of you must have come across the numbers anyway, okay, if you are in Ukraine. So they have managed to resolve that according to them. They said, just show that you are a student. Nobody can conscript you or force you to go and fight war. Even though, if you choose to, you can volunteer, because the government of Ukraine, we have been told that they are already sharing AK-47. They've already shared over 12,000 AK-47 to ordinary civilians who are ready, residents who are ready to fight, and they've done that already. So nobody will force you now. So people complain about racism. They said, oh, they were stopping us as last people to leave because we are blacks. Then at some point, they started separating men from women. So that created a lot of problem. I don't know how much that is done so far, but I've been told that you have a means of getting over that. You are a student there and you can seek asylum in Poland or in any other. In fact, I don't know if this is limited to Ukrainians alone. If you are living in Ukraine, you can get onto a plane and fly to Dublin in Ireland. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but I know that this is for Ukrainians. I don't know if this includes everybody who is leaving the war zone right now. Because let me tell you this, though you might be praying in Nigeria, praying for everything, right? There are other things that comes to play. It is the immediate safety of those who are caught up in that crossfire. Yeah? And so far, so good. It is, it is not that clear. So I have these numbers. I wish I could share that, right? So if you, they have Dr. Tade in Warsaw. They have, meanwhile, this is it, right? Nigerians in diaspora organization, they call them NIDO. That's a NIDO Europe. So their Poland executive, they decided to share their contacts. For all of you who are still in Ukraine right now, in East Ukraine, Kyiv, or any other part you are right now, that you can call them, they can help you. And these are, they say Dr. Tade, Remy in Warsaw. There's another one, Isaac, in Gnask. I don't know if I pronounce that right anyway. Then there's Chizoba as well. And at the same time, you can reach out to them. I'll try and get the numbers and put them on the screen, okay? Possibly, before we go. So everybody right there now, they have to rely on the provisional support of this country. So they also said, if you go to Poland, Poland is ready to give you a temporary asylum for 15 days. Which means within that next 15 days, you may have the opportunity of going back to Ukraine if they have resolved it, or you may have an opportunity of going back to Nigeria as well, but at least move away from the war zone and what have you, okay? So there is nobody coming for anybody. Everybody will have to fight their own battle. And once you understand your battle, how to fight it, then you probably will be halfway into it. The people they want you to sacrifice, for asking for a plebiscite in Nigeria to stop the bloodletting and the killing in Nigeria, the hatred, the division, which is so obvious. You can live in denial if you like. There, you won't be the first to. People live in denial of what is going on in Nigeria, and they wish the problem is just like disappear. It is the problem of Nigeria that pushed many of those who are now trapped in Ukraine to Ukraine. Many of them, they went to Ukraine for education. You know that, yeah? And don't say, are there no schools in Nigeria? How long are you going to continue to deceive yourselves with the adulterated, corrupted kind of education they give to you in Nigeria, with the incessant strikes and the rest of that? Okay, if you don't believe that that has done so much damages to you and to your Nigeria, check it out. Nigeria, the giant of Africa, who has no real, who cannot construct his own road, who cannot build his own electricity. Nigeria of what have you, who doesn't have a viable healthcare system, who never for once say, oh, yeah, I mean, we could stand on our own because we discovered this and that to take care of humanity and what have you. That is that Nigeria, right? Now, education is in shambles in Nigeria. Your ASU is actually on strike as we speak, yeah? So many of you, Nigeria happened to you because you wanted to at least get some quality education. You found yourself in Ukraine. You found yourself in Russia. You found yourself in the UK. You found many of yourself, yourselves even in China, looking for education because you have a quack, destroyed, backward, obsolete, archaic education system in Nigeria that continue to churn out graduates that are unemployable. That's what you have. Now, that's the evidence. So people left Nigeria to go and get education, possibly to come back to Nigeria. They usually say they want to go back to Nigeria to make Nigeria better. But guess what? They ended up going back to Nigeria. Instead of making Nigeria better, Nigeria changed them to what Nigeria always is and will always be. So now, it is Nigeria, this same imbalance, injustice, inequality that has forced so many people to seek shelter, to seek help elsewhere, including healthcare. Many of these people are now trapped there. If to say Nigeria is not criminalizing your want, your request, and you are no longer in any way giving your thinking faculties or your thinking capabilities to somebody else, giving the role of sitting down to think clearly, giving that to the quacks, to criminals who rather milk it to your disadvantage. That's what Nigeria has become. Divided, unequal, and backward. And guess what? It could be better if only you realize that the destiny is in our own hands. Us only can change this. America won't come. Britain won't come. Nobody will come except if you need guns. But before we get to that part that we need guns, some said we need guns now. Maiyegun, we need guns now. But can I ask you who you are going to use the gun on? You're going to use the gun on your imaginary enemies. Because if you pay attention very well, right, the people that made it, that make it this tedious and this backward for us, and they are benefiting from it so well. They are not Fulanis. They are not Igbos. They are not Hausas. They are no other person than the Yorubas. Now, look in what though. If you are an Igbo man, an Igbo woman watching me right now, right? Would you blame a Yoruba man? In your mind, would you blame a Yoruba man for letting this happen in Igbo land?
I'm like alive.
And would you, by any chance, if the Igbo politicians, if they didn't allow this, so that is not Ukraine. That is not Russia. It is just your backyard. And so you are reacting because the world is reacting, but you pay attention, right? Pay attention very well. The Ukrainians are less than 50 million people. They are less than 40, right? Once these regions that are breaking away finally complete their breakaway, Ukraine will be less than 40 million people. The Igbos are more than 50 million people in Nigeria. And look at that. So which means you can't look up to any foreign power, foreign God, foreign savior, foreign messiah. You have to look within yourself, and you got one. Nnamdi Kanu. That is why Nigeria wants you to believe that criminalizing self-determination is the only way, one other way to criminally keep Nigeria together without Nigerians agreeing to it. A plebiscite is for all of you. A referendum is for all of us to decide if we still want to be part of this Nigeria or not. Not war, not fight, not this. The people killing us are the people who are benefiting from the disjointed, unequal, unfair Nigeria. And they don't want anybody to discuss that, because discussing it is going to do a lot. Discussing it and advancing on it, and when people key into it, it's going to deprive them. It's going to take away so much power from them. The influence they have right now, the influence they get, your politicians, the influence, the rulers, the military, and the rest of them, the influence they get through violence. So they won't let us decide that. Nobody is calling for war. Nobody is asking for war. They brought violence onto us. They told you Nnamdi Kanu is a criminal, and you are not asking how, why? How could the Nigerian government, Nigerian military, who claim to be defending the territorial integrity of Nigeria, how could they go into communities in that same Nigeria and burn them down? They know they are civilians. They know who they should. They will never go after those who have guns. They talk about unknown gunmen. How many times have you heard them engage the unknown gunmen? They won't engage them. They go into communities. They know they are innocent. Yeah? They burn down their properties because they know nothing will happen. It's enough to say it's because we have criminalized their struggle. Why are they asking for a plebiscite in Nigeria? United Nations is not going to come and break Nigeria. I hope you know that. Israel, Russia, North Korea. I have been told many times, Maiyegun, we need to go and team up with Russia. We need to team up with this and that. I'm not disputing that with you. I just wanted to look at Ukraine, okay? And then you have an idea, okay? Even though ordinarily they will never, none of them will ever make any deal with you as an organization. Trust me, they won't. That's why I said, if you want to channel your energy, why don't we just start? Primarily, let's start here with those who made it possible for Nigeria to treat us this way. Yeah? And the likes of Tifnumbu and gang. That is why they would never, ever be popular among rational thinkers. Rational thinkers will say, Nigeria is not working. There are people who claim to represent each region politically in Nigeria. They give no damn. They don't care. Therefore, Nigeria don't care. So who comes next will do worse than whatever Buhari is doing. State-sponsored terrorism, whereby we call state-sponsored gaslighting, state-sponsored profiling. These are the problems that are tearing Nigeria down. But who are the beneficiary of a torn Nigeria in this regard? The criminals from all ethnic nationalities in Nigeria. So if you want to fight, if you indeed want to fight, you have to be strategic. Start with those who share the same name with you, who share the same region with you, who share the same culture and every other thing with you, who pretend to be speaking like you, talking like you, or even care for you. But in all, it is so obvious that they don't. Now, you can then say, we have taken over our own affair. All the vuvuzelas, humble slaves, obedient fools, sophisticated morons, don't listen to them. They are product of a ruined, destroyed Nigeria. So there is no point in any way, kind of getting emotional with their feelings. Nigeria has destroyed many people. And indeed, you can see that when you see reactions of Nigeria to critical things, or even if you're asking them, can't you just do this? Can't we just try that? They will tell you, shut up your mouth. They can't think. That is the damages Nigeria has done to them. Today, if to say it was Nigeria that is being invaded, trust me, many of those Nigerians that are going to defend their leaders, that are going to be abandoned by their criminal leaders, they will be headed for the border as we speak. There won't be much motivation, so to say, because Nigeria never gave any kind of rational thinking, ability for rational thinking to the majority of their population. It is follow, do as I say, not do as I do. In that regard, if you have to neutralize anything at all, you have to neutralize the source. Those are the criminals parading themselves as your leaders in every region. You know their names, right? Nothing happening around you, nothing Nigeria did to you today, no complaint you have right now, whether the one that pushed you out of Nigeria or the one that has stuck you into Nigeria as we speak today, yeah? None of them ever happened without the consent, without the culpability, without the collusion of those you see as your own brothers, all these criminals you see around. Nothing happened to you that they are not aware of. Rather than fight it, they cash on it. So Ukraine is a country in Europe. And as we speak, no matter what America say, no matter what Britain says, no matter everything, they know it. Whatever Ukraine says today, asking for help or a view, yeah, they know it. They are not going to touch Russia. You see all this? Somebody said, have you heard all of the sanctions against Russia? all of the sanctions against Russia with what they are doing in Ukraine, yeah, all the sanctions are just financial. Why didn't they touch Russia oil? Why didn't they sanction Russia and say nobody should buy Russia oil in Europe? Nobody should buy Russia gas. Nobody should touch Russia this or that, yeah? Why are they not saying that? They are playing all of you. And that's exactly why. From Nigeria, all of us, the Yorubas, and all of the, I'm not saying that bringing attention of what is going on to the United Nations and the rest, I'm not saying that they are not great. They are indeed so great. They are part of it, right? But trust me, the more they know that Igboho is not around, Nnamdi Kanu is not around, Sowore is being hunted down. They want to kill him. So many other people have been forced into exile. These are the people that can galvanize and tell you the truth. That if you want to go after anyone, don't go after Hausa Fulani. As a Yoruba man, go after Tifnumbu and gang. If you want to go after anyone, don't go after the Hausa Fulanis or the Yorubas. I mean, as an Igbo man, go after Oji, Uzo, Kalu. Go after all those rogues that you know. Oples, Uzo, Dinjo, Okoro, Hausa, and the rest of them. Go after them. These are the people who could tell you that. And these are the people who could tell you too. Don't hate on the Yorubas. Don't blame the Igbos. If you're an Hausa man, a Fulani man, a Benue man from northern part of Nigeria, you know what? If you want to fight, you should face the Boko Haram gang, Kwankwanso of this world, all these their emirs, all of your this. If you go after the people who could tell you that, you have to take them away. Take them out of the circulation. That's what happened. So look inward. Russia is not coming. Israel is not coming. North Korea is not coming. America won't come. Britain will never come. And if you think not all of these countries, they are not aware of what is going on in Igbo land or in Nigeria, then you are not actually following. Maiyegun, what should we do? I am telling you now. That means whatever is left of us as a people, you need to begin to know that only us can free us. The internal bickering, the internal fighting, the destroying by all costs, by all these things that all of you are probably engaging in as a group and what have you, until you bury that and build what is called synergy. That synergy, right, can lead to the release of Nnamdi Kanu. That synergy can lead to the release of to the release of Oloye Sunday Igboho. That synergy can give Sowore the spring that he needs to jump and go after these criminals as well. Now, that synergy is what is holding us back. Suspecting ourselves, trying to make ourselves, trying to prove to ourselves that we are better than you, you are better than us, our own campaign is better than this or that. All of this enabled and empower the same people you are trying to fight. And guess what? The people you are trying to fight, the same system you are trying to fight in Nigeria, the same system that is trying to tear you apart, killing you, they always get a red carpet welcome with Russia. They get red carpet welcome in America. They give them red carpet welcome in Britain. They give them red carpet welcome in China. They give them red carpet welcome everywhere they go. But they are bloodying your streets. You are walking on a bloodied road and you are not saying it yet. That the reason why it is lasting this long is because we are divided. Everyone is seeking this vainglory. You know what I mean? We will report, let's write a petition, this and that. The combination of Igboho, the combination of Nnamdi Kanu, the combination of with Omoyele Sowore, and so many other people who have the capacity to make things happen. Their combination alone can call the world attention overnight. But some of you don't want something practical. Maiyegun, we need to fight. I understand you. I have been hearing that for so long. I haven't seen anyone who organized well enough and just take over the government of a region in Nigeria and declare a republic, and we can say, wow. Nobody has done that. Most of the people who are telling us that we need to fight, we need to talk to Russia, we need to talk to this, we need to get ourselves armed, we need to do this and that, They have always been suggestions. There's never been an organized platform that can actually make that happen. But I believe there is one. And that one is the unity of purpose. First of all, just know that America is not coming. Britain is not coming. Russia is not coming. North Korea is not coming. Those fantasies, you can entertain them, you can enjoy them. The real thing that is coming is that the moment you discover that we need ourselves and we need to do away with the rogues from all our own part of that country. When you do that, Nigeria will listen to you. How, Maiyegun? I mean, don't pretend. You want me to say it loud and clear? When people come together and say enough, what happened? They shut down a system. They can't kill millions in a day. Trust me, they can't. Just like Russia occupation of Ukraine is never really going to last. They will walk around it because 190,000 soldiers, they cannot occupy a country of 40 million people successfully. That is exactly what is happening in Igbo land. That's exactly what is happening in Yoruba land, because Nigeria has been occupying our land, our resources, abrogating them for themselves, while our people live in penury and abject poverty. But they didn't do it alone. They did this in collaboration with those who are supposed to speak for us, who are supposed to fight for us, who are supposed to be on that table to say, no, Yorubas will not take this. No, Igbos will not accept that. They went to bed with them and they were comfortable with them. Did you get that? I don't know if you did. It's us against them, so to say. When you don't get rid of those who enable them, you can shout on the United Nations from now till eternity. It's never going to happen. I'm looking for that day, that spark. I can feel it. I can sense it. But at the same time, yeah, it is so gloomy. It is so bleaky. And it is so blurry too. As long as we are so divided, looking for vainglory attention. Oh, you know what I mean? I won't say more. But trust me, the day we find that spark, the world will listen. Not that they will come and fight. They won't come and fight for you. But they will listen. And when they listen, your criminal rogue politicians and leaders will see where they can run to. But if you think reporting them to this Western power, will make your politicians shock, it will make them buckle up, then you are not paying attention. That's the point. You are not paying attention. Nobody is coming. Pay attention to what is happening in Ukraine. If Nigeria starts killing us in Yoruba land, nobody is coming. You would have to what? Get yourself guns and all of that and do that. But before you get to that stage, why not win the people over? Let them know. What we are asking for is this, okay? Nigeria is not working. Trust me, it is not. They can use all manner of manipulation, propaganda, threat, fear to drink you or to continue to condition you. But you know it in the inner you, I mean, the inside of you that it is not working and it's doing a lot of damages. So how do you deal with that? You don't let those who make that, who brought you to this stage, you don't let them continue to decide on how to bring you out of it. You have to push yourself forward. Like we have seen those who have done that. Yeah. So you get rid of these rogues. At some point, you're going to get rid of them. Oh no, they're going to be reading them. We're going to get rid of them at some point. Yeah. But when you have people on your side, it becomes easier. And I'm preaching to you today. Okay. If everybody who travel to Ukraine tell you their stories, our brothers and sisters are in Dubai right now. They have been facing hell for the past 1 year. No joke. Many of them are facing the obstacle of not having their work visa renewed in Dubai, and it is deliberate. When they called on Nigeria, what happened? It is a dead silence. We are working on it. We are coming back to you. We'll do something about it. Many of you are the victims today. Some of you are going back to Nigeria this weekend, I've been told. Some of you are going back to Nigeria by next week. It is because even when you ran away from Nigeria, in far away Dubai, Nigeria still happened to you. Do you get what I mean now? So once we have ourselves on our sides and say, listen, you may love Nigeria, but it's not working. These criminals don't want to have a chat about it. If you want to keep Nigeria, there should be an arrangement that says the people agreed, and this is going to be the terms and conditions. Why is that difficult? Why is election the next thing? Of course, it's because you haven't really learned any lesson. Yeah? And you are probably never going to learn one until it becomes obvious that you have no other way to go. Deal with it now or perish with one Nigeria. I don't preach it. I don't preach division. I just tell you the facts that we all know. The division is obvious. And the people that brought this division upon us, there are no other people than the politicians. The politicians who told you to be careful of this person, careful of that person, careful of this tribe, careful of that tribe, and in all to their own advantage, not yours. At the end of the day, our people, majority of our people are left in abject poverty, in total destruction and ruin, and they want it to look like everything is normal. No, it's not. Until that conversation is had, yeah, trust me, Nigeria won't witness anything reasonable or progressive, because it's not us, it is the rogues who are in charge. Trust me, if you want it in a different way, learn from Ukraine. You have your destiny in your hand. I have mine. And when it comes to our survival, our destinies are in our own hands. And if you don't find a common ground of what makes us kind of similar, we are fighting a system that has divided us so well, but denying that, and the system that is killing us so much, and denying that it is not a system you should, by any chance, by any threat at all, stand beside. Even if Nigeria is going to still remain a country, won't you agree that a conversation should be had on what arrangements are those who are going to make up the country going to agree on? Won't you agree with me? Politicians are making decisions for you, and trust me, for the past 60 years, how far with their decisions when it comes to the entire country? It's been disastrous. The killings are going on. And I hope this time around, you all will pay attention to what is going on in Eastern Nigeria. I don't know how to describe it to you anymore. It is a bloodbath. It is war. And Nigeria is doing it. And they're getting away with it. Maybe not. Just maybe not. Right? Thank you so much, everyone, for your time this afternoon. I decided to do this short broadcast. I would have probably taken phone calls. But however, you know what I mean now? I am going to keep that till evening. So if you have the time to join me later this evening, I'm going to do a second part of this broadcast. All right. The second part, which would then include you phoning in to add your own voice. But if you are with me this afternoon, remember, before you leave the conversation, right, you can still like that video, share it. Yeah. And then, we'll take it on from there. So synergizing and putting together all our resources is paramount. And I'm glad on Maiyegun's diary, Politico, we are doing something so similar. In the next 1 week or two, we're going to be shooting from all cylinders on the issue of Sunday Igboho in Benin Republic. Now, if everything works out well for us, and Sunday Igboho is out in no time, that should spur many of you to know that America is not coming. Britain is not coming. Russia won't come. North Korea won't come. Not even Israel. Trust me, your destiny of getting yourselves out of this is right there in your hands. If you don't believe you can take it, then you don't believe that you can be saved. But if you believe that you can take it, it's worth trying. Join us. Non-violent one. And then, good luck to all our brothers and sisters in Ukraine. We are following and we are hoping for the best. And we hope that when this dust is settled, some of you will begin to pay attention to the rot that Nigeria has done, the damages that Nigeria has done, and how much this can affect you and change your life in a twinkle. Yes, it can. Nigeria can happen to you and alter the progress of your life, even from any part of the world. That can be corrected. We just need to act now. Thank you very much. I'm going to see you some other time. Remember, you can still share the broadcast. You can still like it. You can still subscribe onto Maiyegun's Diary Political YouTube. And I'm going to see you some other time. Until then, please stay safe. Good morning.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Ijó ìgbádìí yẹ. Maiyegun máa wí.
pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Maiyegun wà wí.
Àní ẹ̀ ṣọ́ra jù.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Maiyegun wà wí.
Àní ẹ̀ ṣọ́ra jù.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá.
Maiyegun wà wí.
Àní ẹ̀ ṣọ́ra jù.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Maiyegun wà wí.
Àní ẹ̀ ṣọ́ra jù.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Òkúra olóṣèlú.
Maiyegun wà wí.
Àní ẹ̀ ṣọ́ra jù.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ ṣọ́ra kì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀ ṣọ́ra kì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ ṣọ́ra kì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ ṣọ́ra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ ṣọ́ra kì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ ṣọ́ra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o, Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀, Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ ṣọ́ra kì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ ṣọ́ra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Ha! Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o, ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ ṣọ́ra kì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ ṣọ́ra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Maiyegun ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́run sọ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. Lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. Bọ́tà ń lé ibo níṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sè mọ́bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́, ó ti jọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ fòyà. Àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o, ó kó ẹni tó bá dán wò á kàmù. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì o. Ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ ṣọ́ra kì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ ṣọ́ra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.